After Afzal Guru's execution, the focus has now shifted to its impact on the ground in Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir government has sensed trouble and has imposed curfew across the valley. I am joined by Chief Minister Omar Abdullah. Mr. Omar Abdullah, once you were told about Afzal's execution, that he will be hanged, the first thing the government has did here was to impose curfew. Were you sensing trouble, and what, according to you, would be the implications of Afzal's execution on Kashmir, its politics and its security?
There are, I think, two ways in which this has to be looked. One is obviously the short-term implications. The other are the wider long-term ones. In the short term, yes, we were anticipating some amount of trouble. We weren't sure how much trouble to anticipate, given the disturbances that we had a few years ago. We didn't want to take any chances. And therefore, when we were informed of the execution the night before, we immediately put into place a plan of action. We had actually mentally prepared ourselves for this, because with the execution of Ajmal Kasab, we realized that there was a distinct possibility that Afzal Guru would also be executed. And though we had no definite indication of this, we had begun amongst ourselves talking about the possibility of preparing for it. And I had asked the security establishment to have an SOP prepared in the eventuality of something like this arising, which is what we implemented.
But according to you, would be
as far as the long term, see, I think the short term implications we will deal with. Obviously, the short term implications are security related. They're related to the law and order situation. They're related to disturbances. The long term implications are far more worrying, because those are related to the psyche of the people of Kashmir. They're related to the psyche of a new generation of Kashmiris that may perhaps not identify with Maqbool Bhatt, but will identify with Afzal Guru. Please understand, there is a generation of Kashmiris, more than one generation of young Kashmiris, that have come to see themselves as victims, that have come to see themselves as a category of people that will not receive justice. And whether you like it or not, the execution of Afzal Guru has just reinforced that point, that there is no justice for them. And that, to my mind, is far more disturbing and far more worrying than the short-term implications on the security front. How we will be able to address or correct that sense of injustice, that sense of alienation, is a question I don't yet have answers to.
But isn't it very much worrying, Chief Minister of the state saying the kind of implications it is going to have on the psyche of the youngsters, this Afzal Guru's execution? You were told, according to you were informed about the execution just a night before the actual execution. Don't you think, since you are part of the UPA, you are the Chief Minister, that Delhi doesn't take the leadership of the state into consideration?
That's not
very,
true.
Very, very crucial issues.
That's not true. I mean, the fact is that, as it was explained to me, all legal options had been exhausted. I think it would have been much worse if we had switched on the TV in the morning and heard about Afzal Guru's execution via television. We were given time to prepare for it, but beyond that, that's it.
You try to distance yourself from the decision Government of India has made with regard to Afzal's execution, and said it was unlike 1984's execution of Maqbool Bhatt. What message you actually want to send?
No message. I am stating a fact, because it is also true that there are people here who would like to pin this execution on me. I have political rivals in the state who would like nothing more than to hold me responsible for this. Whereas in this, my only job or my only duty was to deal with the fallout. Like it or not, I had no say in this execution. It would have been a different matter if this warrant of execution had come to me for signature.
India's #1 news app. just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.